in any aspect of the media right now, you can look and see the importance of NIL when it comes to recruiting. I'll speak on that from my personal stance kind of in view on it. So again, it goes back to I talked about the alignment that I have with our head football coach. I think NIL is a great thing for the athlete. I think it affords the athletes opportunities that they have not had in the past, and I think all that's good. I do agree that the nature of it is almost encouraging self-indulgent behavior. So it makes the job harder in terms of being able to build and develop the right culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, I refer to Coach Saban, but he says NIL is good, but if you don't get the right people in the right seats on the bus, then it doesn't really matter, because ultimately that's not going to help you on Saturdays. The best part about my position here at Maryland, I'm involved with every aspect of recruiting except that. And so I tell Coach, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what, because I want to coach the guy, excuse me, with the objective of getting the best version of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care for what is worked out to understand or to know, you know, what a guy's getting, because I don't want that to cloud the judgment of anybody who is in the room coaching the guy, whether it's on my staff or whether it's me. So I have a really good situation with the head coach in that aspect. And so we also have a good situation because I think he wants players that are aligned with his values.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really hasn't been a negative thing for us in the sense. So we've been fortunate with that, but I think they do a really good job at getting the right guys in the right seat on the bus.
That's great. See, even with that, sometimes natural tendencies come up, envy, and I imagine the newspaper or Twitter is just talking about specific numbers that are made public. So then how do you start to teach these lessons that are going to benefit the guys long term, where they're learning how to manage their own resentment, envy, or any negative actions, behaviors, feelings that they may have?
Sure. And it's not just that. You also, the lessons that you have to teach these guys become even more critical, right? Because now they need to understand finances. They need to understand investments. They need to understand taxes. They need to understand all sorts of important things that probably somebody else in their life was responsible for until they got here.
Right.
And so it doesn't change the fact that you're still trying to develop the character. It just makes it that much more important.
Yeah.
And so even when you're a really good player, the newspapers are going to write about you and the media is going to talk about you. And you know what those things are? It's still rat poison. It's still poison, and it's still the fastest way to complacency.
Yeah.
So we still got to fight against it. It just becomes that much more important.
Mm-hmm.
So I think some of those things, some of those feelings, and some of those ways were still present before NIL.
Yeah.
It just makes it more important now because, what's at stake?
Before it was, playing time or any social stuff outside of it where they're still feeling that. But now it's just a bigger bank account.